Hey guys, this is just a kind of just a talk video. I've been doing some rotor rock helicopter builds here lately. I've been working on the one that I lost with that high rotor one. I lost that, never got it back. Didn't have a number on it, so that's going to be going. So I'm rebuilding that right here with this yellow cone. Been working on the blades. Got some blades here, and I have some more blades for another one. I don't know where they are right now. I don't usually have my stuff prepared as I should. So I got that one. And I have this one right here, which is the A Mini. This flies on 13 millimeter. That one flies on 18 millimeters. So I just want to show you. I went to go get my balsa wood, so it was warped. I have some wood out in the garage. It's not a weather controlled garage. So here you can see this board is bent. So I'm just going to show you. I may have done this in another video. If you have balsa like stored incorrectly, this can happen. Or if you have it stored correctly, or if you see something in the store and it's warped but you need it, it's a way to fix that. And I learned this technique. There's another YouTuber, I forget the guy's name. He has a channel. He's been doing it for a while. He has a lot of tips and stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, I forget his name. I forget the channel name too. But he done some stuff with balsa, and I had saw this from him. I may have seen it some years ago, but then he kind of reinforced it. Like, okay, this is how you remove warps from it. What you do is you soak the balsa in water, and then you lay it flat. And what I did was I put weight on top of it and just leave it, let it sit, check on it once in a while, flip it, and then put the weight back on there, and that should remove the warp. I have a piece right here I can show you that had a warp, and I got it removed. It's all flat now. Let me grab that. Actually, I don't have to grab it. All these pieces right here, they still have a slight bend, but most are very good compared to the way they were. Like this one has a little curve I can see near the end, but that's still usable if you need like smaller parts. You don't need the whole thing. I've been making blades, so this could work, especially if they're going to be smaller. So all these were very warped. I mean, they are 20 times better than they were. So the small piece that I cut those blades from earlier, the board had, once I cut the blades, it went back to being warped, or it wasn't all the way dry. That was the case. So I went on and I re-soaked the wood and I put it in here, and it is, I mean, it's very straight. This is very good. I can feel it's still a little damp, so I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna put this side up this time, and I'm gonna put the water jugs back on it and just let that stay. But right now I have a long piece I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna soak in water in the kitchen sink, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna soak that and I'm gonna just place it, and we're going to put some heavy weight on top of there. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, guys, so I am filling the sink. I'll fill the sink with water right now. We're going to soak this piece of wood right here in the sink. I could do this in the bathtub, but I'm just going to use the sink. This is all clear. All right, guys, so here I have 3 heavy books that I'm going to use to weigh down the balsa wood once I dunk it in the water. And this is plastic I'm going to put on top of it, and then the books. I just cut this plastic out. I have like I have 2 pieces of these, just long like shopping bags that I cut out. So right now is the time I'm going to go ahead and soak the wood in water. I have the sink filled up. So you just submerge. Just let it soak in. Let it soak in here like this. Flip this side around. Soak this in. So that's all we're going to do for right now. Just make sure it get all saturated. Get that in there. Make sure that balsa wood soaks up that water. We go on this side again. Yeah, this one was really warped bad. They were all pretty bad. I was doing this, I did them in a stack, and I don't know if that stack worked out that good, but all right, yeah, so that's getting pretty good there. All right, so now I'll flip one more. All right, guys, so I just removed the wood from the water and I placed it on these paper towels that I had prepared. So it's laying on here right now. Next step is to put the plastic on top of the wood. So you lay the plastic down. I have two pieces already cut. It should fit. Let's see. So I have that one. And I have this one. I think it might be a little gap right there. Let me move this up. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so this covers the whole wood. I'm just gonna. You don't want to get I'm gonna put books on top of this, so I don't want to get the books wet. So it's not. Yeah, it's the dry side. So we're good. We're good. Then you take the heavy books. Put one book here. Space and technology book. I'll put that one on the end. And this other heavy book. Put that right in the middle. Like that. And that's it. So I'm going to let this just sit pretty much all day, all night. I may end up moving it to another location later, but for right now, this should flatten out this balsa wood as it dries. So we'll be back. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to remove these books. It's been a few hours since they've been keeping this wood nice and flat. So it's going to show you, remember how it looked earlier, it was very warped. So let me move this plastic. And this is really flat already. So it's not even that wet. I did take a look at it earlier. It's damp, but it's not as soaking wet as it was. But yeah, you can see that is way more, hopefully you can see, it's way more flat. It's not warped at all actually. If it is, it's very little, but it's a little damp. I'll probably can just let this dry at this point. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it for you. It's actually drying over here on the ends. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cover this back up with the plastic, and I'm gonna put the books back on there for probably do another 2 hours. Since I don't need this wood right away, I'm not really in a rush for it. I'm gonna let this go ahead and dry for another 2 hours with the plastic back on it. Yeah, this is dry. It's not even. Yeah, this is nice. This is a good deal. So just let it dry another 2 hours. Then I'm gonna take it off and let it dry in the air with no weight on it, like that. So yeah, we're doing good here. This is but this technique works. This technique works. If you ever have balsa wood that needs to be flattened, soak it in water, paper towel on the bottom, plastic on top, and heavy weight on the other end. So there we go. So I'm gonna leave that there for another 2 hours, and we'll be right back. And that'll be pretty much the end of this. So there we go.